students, how are you? Hope you are all fine and safe at home. I am Shamla from CH the English Medium School, Tivancheru. Today we are going to learn Alga 5 Unit 8 topics. Before going to start the unit, please make sure that your reader, worksheet and pencil box with you. I think you are all ready with them. Okay, shall we start the class? Let's get started. Everyone take out your readers, open page number 74. Unit 8. Did you open the books? Okay. Unit 8. Folktales and mythological stories. Folktales means which have morals in it. Means neethulu untai. And mythological stories means collection of traditional stories. Ante pauranika kadalu. Open page number 75. Here there is long oval diagrams. In the previous class we have learned about oval diagrams. Oval diagraph means two letters making one sound. First of all, in the diagraphs there are two types of diagrams. Short oval diagrams and long oval diagrams. Short oval diagrams means when the oval says its sound. We all know A, E, I, O, U are called ovals, right? In some cases, A sound as A, E sound as A, I, E, O sound as U, U sound as A, A as in A, as in crab, A, E in flood, I as in skin, E sound, O as in frog, U sound, U as in umbrella, A sound, right? Short oval diagraph means when the oval says its sound. Next, long oval diagrams. Long oval diagrams means as its sound by its name. See, for example, A, E, I, O, U are called ovals, na? A as in ray, ray. There, A sound by its name, ray, A. E, C, E sound. I, sigh, I, sight. O, boat, O sound. U, U sound, right? Long oval means as its sound by its name, and these are also prolonged sound words. EW diagram. EW letters blend with each other and form the sound U. U as in few, stew, spew, new, mew, brew, skew, pew. See here, EW letters blend with each other and make a sound U. It is a long oval diagraph. Next, UE diagraph. Here, the UE letters blend with each other and make the sound U as in Q, Q, Tuesday, value, due, rescue, argue. The two letters making the sound U. Next, they gave the paragraph to identify the long oval diagrams. See here, it is Tuesday. Mom makes stew. She lets it brew. I remind her of the stew. She has a few spoons and she spews it. I come to her rescue and clean her new dress. Here, please identify the oval diagrams. Here, what are the oval diagrams? Tuesday, stew, brew, few, spews, rescue, new. These are the oval diagrams here. Next page, page number 76. Here, there are prepositions. Before going to tell what are prepositions, I will ask some questions. Are you ready to answer my questions? Okay, shall I ask the question? Here children, please look at this picture. Where is the book? Yes, the book is on the table. The book is on the table, right? Here, see in this picture, where is the pen? Yes, the pen is in the box, right? The pen is in the box. See the next picture. Observe this picture. What is happening there? Yes, someone is pouring the water. They are pouring the water into the glass. They are changing the position of the water by pouring the water into the glass. Here, observe the next picture. Where is the book? Where is the book here? As the book is near the glass. Here, observe this picture. In this picture, what is the boy doing? As the boy is pulling the chair towards him, right? The boy is pulling the chair towards him. On, in, into, near, towards. What are all these? These are all prepositions. Prepositions tell us the location or position of an object or a place using something else as a reference. It tells us the location or position of an object. See here, prepositions. Prepositions are short words that connect different parts of a sentence. The prepositions connect different parts of a sentence. They tell us the relationship between people, places and things. They also tell us the relationship between people, places and things. See here some prepositions. On. On. When we use on to show the day or date. See, for example, I will meet you on Sunday. I will meet you on Sunday. I will meet you on 1st January. Day or date. We use on preposition. Use it to show the position of a person or object. See, in the first picture, we see where is the book? The book is on the table, right? We show the position of the book. Where is the book? The book is on the table. Here, the given example, Ravi was sitting on the sofa. Where Ravi was sitting? On the sofa. It shows the position. Okay. Next one is in. In shows part of the daytime. See here, I drink milk in the morning. It shows the part of a daytime. It's morning, afternoon or evening. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I eat breakfast in the morning. I eat lunch in the afternoon. Right? It shows the part of the day. Next, shows when someone or something is already inside. Someone or something. See, in the second picture we see where is the pen? As the pen is in the box, right? Where it is? In the box. Here they gave the example, the cat is in the box. It shows someone or something is already inside, right? Next, preposition is into. See here, used when someone or something is changing location. See in the third picture what we see? We see that someone is pouring the water into the another glass. They are changing the position of the water. Right? Here they gave the example. See here. Sunita is entering into the room. He is changing the room. Right? So, we use into. Next, preposition is near. See here. Shows the position or location of an object with reference to some other things or place. It shows the position or location of an object. In the picture we see, sir, that book is near the glass. Right? It shows the position or location of an object. Here they gave an example. My house is near the station. Station దగ్గరలో ఉంది. Right? Next preposition is at. Shows the exact time. This at shows the exact time. I met my friend at 7 p.m. Exactly at 7 p.m. I met my friend. Next one is towards. Towards. Use it to indicate direction. See in the picture we saw that one boy is dragging the chair towards him. Right? So towards. We all walk towards the stage. Stage దగ్గరికి నడిచాం మేమందరం. Right? Towards means దగ్గరగాని. Next preposition is of. Use it to show belonging. See here, I had a glass of milk. Sita is the wife of Rama. Belonging. Rama was the son of Dasarada. Of shows belonging. Next preposition is during. Used to show when something happens over a period of time. See here, Maya was coughing during the match. During the match, what was Maya doing? Maya was coughing, right? We will meet him during the break. We will meet him during the break. Maya was coughing during the match. Match జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు Maya ఏం చేసింది? She is coughing, దగ్గుతుంది, right? Here, during is the preposition. Prepositions are used to say the position of the noun and also use it for time also, right? On, in, into, near, towards, these are all positions, right? Where is the noun? Prepositions tell the position of the noun. Next page, page number 77. Here they give the long vowel diagrams. UI diagraph. UI make the letters make the sound U, as in cruise, bruise, suit, juice, fruits, suitcase, recruit, juicy. What is the sound we hear? U. Next, UE diagraph. UE make the sound U, as in blue, glue, sue, flew, true, glue. What the sound you hear here? U sound. Next, here they give a paragraph. We pack our blue suits in a suitcase. We go on a cruise. Our friend has no clue. We go to eat. We only eat fruits and drink some juice. Here identify the oval diagrams. What are the oval diagrams? Yes, blue suits, suitcase, cruise, clue, fruits, juice. These are the oval diagrams which makes U sound. Next page, page number 78. Here there is a story. The story's name is The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. The goose that laid the golden eggs. What do you mean by goose? Goose means Batu that laid the golden eggs. See here, once there lived a poor man and his wife. Once there was a poor man and his wife. They lived in a small hut. The man was a farmer and his wife helped him. They lived in a small hut. The man was a farmer and his wife helped him. Next, one day they found a goose. One day what happened? They found a goose. They brought it home. They found a goose and they brought it home. It was a very special goose. It was a very special goose. Why it is special? See, every day the goose would lay golden egg. So it is a special goose. Why? Because the goose every day laid a golden egg. This made the couple very rich. Every day the goose laid the golden eggs. This made the couple very rich. If we could have the golden eggs all at once, we could be richer much faster, said the man's wife. Once the man's wife got an idea. What is the idea? If we could have the golden eggs all at once, we could be richer much faster, said the man's wife. What did the couple thought? The couple thought to kill the goose and to take the golden eggs at once, right? What happens? They found that she was just like any other goose. She had no golden eggs inside of her at all. They had no more golden eggs. What happens? They kill the goose. What happens there? There is no golden eggs in the stomach of the goose, right? The goose was killed by them. Okay. The man and woman was so greedy at last, they lost the goose. Greedy means atyaspadi What happened? The goose died. They had no golden eggs. Next, vocabulary words. Vocabulary words means meanings. Goose. Goose means a large water bird with a long neck and short legs. Goose. A large water bird with a long neck and short legs. Special. Better or different from what is normal. Special. Better or different from what is normal. Next page number 80. Here they give drawing conclusions. These drawing conclusions for while we are reading a story, we will use clues from the story and we connect what we already know to understand information the author wants to infer or conclude. While we read, why these drawing conclusions? These drawing conclusions help us. While reading the story, we will use clues from the story. From the story, we use clues and we connect it with the already what we know. So, what happens? We can understand what the author wants to tell us from the story. Okay. For this drawing conclusion, first we are going to listen the story. Here they give a story. Please listen to the story carefully. The story's name is The Ant and the Grasshopper. Ant and the Grasshopper. It was a beautiful summer day. A grasshopper was sitting and enjoying the sun. It was a beautiful summer day. A grasshopper was sitting and enjoying the sun. Then an ant passed by. An ant passed by. With a lot of effort and bearing, it was carrying a piece of corn to its nest. What is the ant doing? The ant is carrying a corn to its nest. What is the grasshopper is doing? Grasshopper is sitting. Simply he is sitting and watching what is the ant is doing. Right? Why don't you come and chat with me? The grasshopper asked the ant. Why don't you come and chat with me? You keep working all day long, said the grasshopper. What did the grasshopper said? The grasshopper said to the ant that you are doing work all day. Why? Why don't you chat with me? I am saving food for the winter season. What did the ant say? The ant said he is saving the food for the winter season. I think you should do the same, said the ant. What did the ant say? You also do the same. You also save the food for the winter season. What will you eat when the weather gets cool? Asked the ant. The ant asked the grasshopper, when the weather gets cool, what will you eat? The grasshopper laughed and said, you are always in such hurry. The grasshopper just laughed and said, you are always in such hurry. Why bother about the winter now? This is summer now. Why are you bothering about winter? I have plenty of food for now. For now, I have plenty of food. I don't bother about the winter season. The ant continued to work and collect food in its nest for the winters. The grasshopper said like that. The ant did not listen the grasshopper's words. She continued to work and collect food in its nest for the winters. Next, that year, the winters came sooner than expected. That year what happens? Winter came soon. The grasshopper's house was covered with snow. The grasshopper house was covered with snow. Winter season came and the grasshopper house was covered with full of snow. He could not find any other place to stay. The grasshopper could not find any place to stay. Neither he had anything left to eat. He did not have any food to eat and he did not have place to stay. Next what happened? He went to the ant's house and begged him for food and shelter. The grasshopper went to the ant's house and begged him for food and shelter. Now what did the ant say? The ant said, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. The ant said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I have only one room and food for my family. What did the ant say? The ant said that he had only one room and he had food for her family only. So go and find help somewhere else, the ant said. What did the ant say? The ant said that go and find help for somewhere else. I should have followed the ant's example, the grasshopper said sadly. I should have followed the ant's example. What did the ant do? In the summer, she worked hard, she stored the food, and in the winter season, she was very happy. What did the grasshopper do? The grasshopper in the summer, she sits happily, and when the winter came, the grasshopper was very sad. He had no food, no shelter. When you work hard like the ant only, you get success. You won't be like the grasshopper. Okay? Children, till now we have listened the story about the grasshopper and the ant. Now you have to write the drawing conclusion about the story. See here, they give a drawing conclusion. First, from the story, we have to collect the story clues and we have to connect it with what you already know. And we have to write a conclusion for the story. See here, let us first find clues in the story. For finding the clues, first we have to ask questions yourself. See here, what important event happened during the story? Tell me what important event happened during the story? Yes, the grasshopper was enjoying and was not worried about collecting the food. Right? During the story, what important event happened? The grasshopper just enjoying, not doing any work. That is the important event happened in the story. Next question is, how were the characters behaving in the story? How were the characters behaving in the story? In the story, the ant was working hard to save food for the winter. Right? The ant is a character in the story, right? The ant was working hard to save food for the winter. Next question is, what happened at the end of the story? What happened at the end of the story? At the end of the story, grasshopper went to the ant to ask help for food and shelter. Last question, how did the characters feel at the end? How did the character feel? The grasshopper felt very sad because he had no food to eat and he had no shelter to stay. These are the clues we find from the story by asking questions. Next, what I know. Using story clues, we have to connect it with what you already know by asking questions. Let us now find what you already know. Ask yourself the question, what do I know about people who behave like the character? What do you know about the people who behave like the character like ant? I know people who prepare and work for the future are hardworking people. In your family, who will do hard work and saves money for the future? Yes, our father and mother work hard and saves money for the future, like the ant in the story. Next question, what else do I know that connects with the story? What else do we know that connects with the story? We know that people like the grasshopper don't do much work. They are lazy people. Let us now conclude. By using the story clues and what we already know, what we can conclude? Yes, we can conclude that we should prepare for future. We should not be lazy like the grasshopper. We should be prepared for the future like the ant. We should do hard work like the ant. We should not be lazy like the grasshopper. What is the story trying to say? Yes, the story trying to say we should plan for the future. What did we do in this drawing conclusion? First, we have used story clues. Then, we connect it with what we already know and we gave a conclusion. By asking questions yourself, we do all this drawing conclusion. This conclusion help us to understand what the author wants to tell us from the story. These drawing conclusions help us to understand what the author trying to say about the story. Next, sequence events. Sequence means order. Why this sequence events? These sequence events help us to understand the story. See, in cinema also we have beginning, middle and ending. If anyone asks you about the cinema, what we say? We say that this is beginning, this is the middle and ending. Right? We say the cinema in the order, beginning, middle and ending. We first do not say the ending part and then the middle part and the first part. Right? They do not understand the story. First we have to say the first part, next middle part, and you have to say the ending of the story. Like that, the story has also a sequence events. Events in the story are sequenced into 3 parts. They are beginning. In the beginning part, tell us about the setting. Tell us about the talking characters. In the beginning of the story, tell us about the setting, where it happens, and tell us about the talking characters. Next, middle of the story, tell us about a problem and details. Tell us about resolving a problem. Middle of the story, tell us about the problem and resolving the problem. Next, ending of the story, tell us about the solution for the problem. The sequence events help us to understand the story better.